Ringo TV reactions, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get down to business. So, we're back again dealing with another episode. New York student, pretty much detained in Dubai. Another story of another woman who decided that she can live her best life, do what she wants, and rebel in a nation where that's not tolerated. It is said that this young lady is, I believe she's 21. New York student detained in Dubai for months for touching an airport security guard. Yeah, that's right. This woman right here. That's right. And you know, this is what happens when women don't understand how to carry themselves like ladies. Instead, they become argumentative, rebellious. They want to get into guys' faces and fight, and they think that they can just go to Dubai and just do what they want to do because they're accustomed to doing this type of stuff in America. You have to understand, a lot of you ladies, right? Y'all want to travel the world. Y'all want to live your best life. And now you're detained for months. And they're comparing this to the other story with the woman who was screaming at someone in Dubai and she got arrested as well. They're trying to compare it to the same story. Let's see what's going on, you know? And again, as you come into the building, be sure to click the like button. Likes are for free. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what's going on. It says a 21-year-old New York college student says she was detained in Dubai after a humiliating airport search. Now, I know that's a lie because when you're being searched or you're detained or whatever the case is, especially when it's a woman, you know, they take special care because they have rules, not only for women to follow, but they also have rules for men to follow. So she's going to play the victim by saying that she was searched and it was humiliating and all this other stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody started up a GoFundMe for this woman because this is what they do. They travel the world at 21, living their best life. And then they take the ghetto mentality that they learn in New York. Because if she's from New York, I already done know she have a mouth on her, right? That's just the way it is over here. You know, women over here believe that they can fight with men. They want to argue. They sound like men. They act like men. It's really bad. You know, you're not going to find like a Southern woman in New York. It's just not, it's not going to happen, right? So you're going to get that gangster type woman who she's aggressive. She want to fight. She want to tell you what's on her mind. And she tried to do that in Dubai, and it didn't work, you know? It says airport officials accused Elizabeth Palanco de los Santos of assault after she nudged one of them. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what happened here? She nudged at one of the officials. Now, you know that's a crime already. See, as a woman, you can't put hands on somebody. You can't do that. And you're learning that the hard way. She nudged at one of them, and they said, oh, no. That's an assault. And she learned that you can't do that in Dubai. You know? Several Americans, here come the you know, they got to try to make it seem like Dubai is doing everybody dirty. Because once again, America, see, here's the thing. Although I'm living in America, I didn't ask to be here. You know, my people was brought here through the transatlantic slave trade, right? So we were scattered all over the earth. But America is evil. It's a very wicked, wicked land. And they want to govern everybody else and make everyone conform to the American way. It's just like in America, they say that it's okay for a man to marry a man. You see what I'm saying? They say that it's perfectly okay. That's in America. And if an African nation or an Arab nation don't agree with that, they'll say that we're not loving others. We're hateful people. And that's not true. Common sense would tell you that a man is not supposed to be with a man. Like that's common sense. That's why I don't understand why in this world, in America, if you're against same-sex relationships, they say that you're being hateful. And I'm like, how am I being hateful for speaking the truth? Like it makes no sense when you really think about it. Right? I thought that we're educated people. I thought that in America we're educated people. This is what I thought. I don't think we're really educated people. Right? So it says several Americans have been prohibited from leaving Dubai by drummed up legal charges and scams. Now, this is what they're going to push out there. That's the narrative they're going to push. Now, most Americans that are not educated and they're dumbed down and emotional, they don't pay attention to the facts of the matter. So what they're going to do is they're going to take the narrative and say, yeah, these charges are bogus. She's a woman. She got rights. But they're going to ignore the accountability of this woman. You know, she's nudging at these officials. She's nudging at these people at the airport. You can't do that. This is why when you have these hot girl summer trips, because, all right, ladies and gentlemen, put a 1 in the chat if you heard me say it many times that when women are normally in their early 20s, they go on hot girl summer. I'm talking about from like 19 all the way to about 26. It's hot girl summer. Like all year long. This is what they do. They go on hot girl summer. They get their back blown out in Dubai. They get their back blown out in Jamaica. They get their back blown out over here. They just go on this tour around the world. I call it a detour. The detour. That's what they go on. And when they do this, it's to soil their royal oats. Similar to Coming to America, where Eddie Murphy came to America looking for a bride. And, you know, he had to look for a woman. Well, what modern women do is they travel the world for D. And they get used up. And then by the time they hit around 30 years old, normally it's around 30, right? That's when they have about probably 2 to 3 kids. Normally, the average woman in America, the modern BW, the Latino sister, by the time she hit around 30, she's going to have normally between 1 to 3 bambinos. That's just the way it goes, right? Then when she hit 39, 40, around there, that's when she starts to panic and she realized, damn, I'm hitting the wall. I'm finished. I'm done. I need to settle down with a good man. Then by the time she's 43, 45, now she want to give her life to Jesus. Now she want to go to church. Now she want to wear a daishiki. Now she want to say she's a born-again virgin and she's spiritual. But nobody wants her at that point. Right? So it says several Americans have been prohibited from leaving Dubai by drummed up legal charges and scams. A 21-year-old New York college student has been detained in Dubai after airport staffers accused her of assaulting and insulting them. Now, you know, those are some heavy charges in Dubai because it goes back to that other woman, I think she's a trucker. It goes back to her story where she was held in Dubai for disrespecting a man. Same thing happened again. Same thing happened again. But this time there's an assault. Assault and insulting. So now she's in hot water. You know? So Elizabeth was traveling from Istanbul with a friend. Notice, with a friend. Hot girl summer. You see that? With a friend when the incident unfolded in mid-July, according to a press release from Detained in Dubai, an organization that provides advice and legal assistance to foreigners in the United Arab Emirates. It goes on and says the pair had a 10-hour layover in Dubai, which they chose over Paris. So basically, Paris, France, right? So they were traveling the world looking for D. They were definitely traveling the world on Hot Girl Summer. It took an epic fail. I don't know what happened, but they had a 10-hour layover in Dubai. And it goes on and says, those 10 hours have now stretched into multiple months. So I'm trying to figure this out. I guess her friend was able to go home. Or maybe her friend was able to go on the detour, because it talks about her being detained. So that means the friend probably was like, look, girl, it is what it is. You got in trouble. I'm going on my detour. So I guess that's what happened, right? So let's see what else we got, because this story is crazy, man. It says, we thought, so this is a quote. This is a quote coming from her. We thought it would be a more modern and futuristic city, but we were completely wrong. So wait a minute. So now she's trying to disrespect Dubai by saying, we thought it was going to be great, but now, I don't feel it's great no more. No. You knew exactly what you were getting into. Y'all were going down there, Hot Girl Summer, and now you locked up, right? Quote, we thought it would be a more modern and futuristic city, but we were completely wrong, Santos said in the press release. As she went through the security screening, airport employees told her she needed to take off her doctor-mandated waist trainer brace.
What you talking about, Willis?
Are y'all seeing what's going on here? This woman, 21 years old, right? All they told her is, look, you need to take off your doctor-mandated waist trainer brace. Despite her hesitations, she agreed and was ushered into a booth with female security. Notice, female security officers, right? Who were rough, right? Quote, so that's somebody assuming that, as they remove the compressor, according to the press release. I felt really violated. I got to put it in her voice.
I felt really violated. I felt really violated, Santos said.
This is crazy, man, when you really think about it. How are you going to feel really violated? Because it was female officers that did this. Because at first I thought I thought she was talking about men violated her. That's how it seemed, but these were female officers, right? She said that they were rough. Compared to you women in New York? Nah, I doubt that they were rough over there, fam. Because you ladies over here, matter of fact, you females over here, can't call you ladies, fam. You females over here, because you're fee and you're male at the same time. Y'all rough. Y'all been listening to Get a Roughneck, Gotta Get a Roughneck. Y'all been listening to that mess for a long time, right? So it says that they asked her to take off this waist trainer, because these women always wearing this waist trainer brace and all this mess. Despite her hesitations, which means she didn't want to do it at first. Hesitations mean she didn't want to do it at first, and there was a little words being exchanged, but then she agreed. and was ushered into a booth with female security officers who were rough as they removed the compressor, according to the press release. I felt really violated, Santos said, adding that she was uncomfortable and afraid. Come on. Uncomfortable and afraid? I don't want to hear that mess. You were out there acting up, violating all of the laws, and then you get detained. Afraid of what? Right? As she tried to put the trainer back on by herself, a process that takes two people, she cried and asked for help. She cried and asked for help. Now I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on here, because it says a doctor mandated waist trainer. So did she have some sort of surgery? Did she had some sort of medical issue? You know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because she's 21. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why at 21 you have a doctor mandated waist trainer. So did she get some sort of medical, like, ladies, what are you getting from this? What are you getting from this? You know, we have somebody defending her already. What's this? What's that? Antonia? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. You say you can feel violated from female police officers. Do you see, guys? I bet you live in New York, right? I bet you live in New York. It's always somebody coming to the rescue, right? She wasn't feeling violated. She was aggressive, and they handled her the way they needed to, you know? She's just crying wolf because she's embarrassed. But now I'm trying to figure out why a 21-year-old is wearing a doctor-mandated waist trainer. That means she had some sort of surgery, y'all. That's what it sounded like to me. Sound to me like she had a gut and she went in for surgery, and maybe she was down there for surgery. I don't know. Right? This is crazy, man. Yeah, accountability is a woman's kryptonite, you know. It definitely is. They never want to be held accountable for anything. So it says, I felt really violated, Santos said, adding that she was uncomfortable and afraid as she tried to put the trainer back on by herself, a process that takes two people. She cried and asked for help. The security officers didn't help and blocked her exit, at which point Santos lightly nudged. Now she's saying lightly nudged. No, I don't want to hear that lightly stuff. You pushed them out of the way. That's what you did. You nudged one of them so that she could call out to her friend for help, the press release says, right? She's quoted saying, I gently touched her arm to guide her out of the way, then desperately started crying to my friend for help, she said. Though the search came back clear, officials told her she'd been detained for touching the female customs officer. You can't do that. You know you can't do that, right? You do know that. Do you know even in New York, you can't do that? You know even in the States, you know you can't do that, right? You know you can't be putting no hands on an officer, right? You could talk. You know, you could talk to an officer. You got the right to speak your mind, but you can't be putting hands on an officer at no point. You can't do that because now he could claim I was afraid for my life, or you were reaching for their gun. There's so many different things. You know, once you put a hand on an officer, that's a crime already. So So she got detained for assaulting an officer and for insulting them because she was using foul language as well. She was using a lot of foul language, and the officer felt insulted as well, right? So for touching a female customs officer and kept her for 4 hours as they filed the complaint. It goes back on and it says, just filing a criminal or civil case against someone in Dubai triggers a complicated legal process wherein the accused party is prohibited from leaving the country. In fact, local scammers are known for using such cases to extort foreigners for money, saying they'll drop the case in exchange for thousands of dollars. Now, this is them just, that's them thinking out loud and just making up stories. Remember, this is a United States news outlet that is giving this exchange here, this report. So they're talking about local scammers are known. So they're basically saying that in Dubai, the people that detain her are scammers. That's what they're saying. No, she was rebellious and she got exactly what was coming her way. Look, ladies, I don't know why you young ladies are always going to Dubai, Paris, and all these places to live your best life. And then when you come back pregnant, you know, you want to say that ninjas ain't ish. I be thinking that a lot of these young ladies that be getting pregnant out here are getting pregnant out in Dubai, possibly in Paris, different places that they travel to. I think they're getting pregnant out there. You know, I don't know. Do you? If a woman got a BBL, does she need to wear a waist trainer? I don't know. You know, but maybe she got that. Maybe she got some sort of whatever that surgery is called to remove fat from your stomach. I don't know, liposuction or tummy tucking. I don't know what it's called. These women are crazy. Y'all always doing some damn surgery to yourselves, and I don't understand that. But you ladies need to stop traveling the world and doing all of that mess and hit the damn gym. And stop playing. Hit the gym, stop eating bonbons and Twinkies, and you should be good to go. But living your best life and always getting in trouble, it doesn't make no sense. It's like none of these women have learned anything from the truck lady that got detained in Dubai. Right? So they're basically saying that scammers will try to drop the case in exchange for thousands of dollars in cash. Now, if these ladies are living their best life and getting the bag, they should have $1,000. So it goes on. It's talking about a Texas woman was detained in Dubai for months after being accused of yelling. Y'all remember that lady, right? Y'all remember the woman that was detained for yelling at the man? Well, they're using that story, which her accusers said violated the nation's obscenity law, which was released after paying more than $1,000 to have the travel ban against her lifted. Radha Sterling, the CEO of Detained in Dubai, said people can end up detained in the UAE for years on bogus or minor charges. In another case Sterling is working on, a U.S. veteran has been detained in the country for years on what he says are false charges that he owes a debt to his children's school. Now, wait a minute now. How can you be detained in Dubai for owing a debt at your children's school? That would imply that he have children in Dubai. Right? Or maybe it's just a bogus charge. I don't know. I don't get what's going on, man. But hey, it is what it is. So Santos, a student at Lehman College, the last few months moving from one hotel to another and waiting for court hearings has been miserable. Even if Elizabeth wins her case, 6 months or more for being forced to stay in the country at her own cost while under the very real threat of imprisonment is an unacceptable consequence of transiting through Dubai, Sterling said in the press release. This is simply no way to treat visitors. Now, what they meant to say, this is no way to treat women. That's what they meant to say, right? So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this situation here? You know, do you think that Dubai is being too strict on women, or do you think that it's a good thing? So let's see what a vote with a 1. Do you feel that Dubai did the right thing by detaining her and punishing her for, you know, breaking the laws and whatnot? Or number 2, you think that they're being a little too harsh. They need to let the woman go and, you know, let her act like a man. Like, what say you? You know, because I think that Dubai is doing a good job. I really wish that the United States had these type of laws that they enforce them when women get out of pocket, because over here in the States, women can fight with men. You know, a woman can curse a man out, disrespect them. And as men, if we put hands on him, women will say that we're a coward, we're this, we're that. But yet it's okay for women to verbally assault and insult us as men. And, you know, that's not cool to do that. You know, it's not cool to insult men like that. But this is what women do. You know? But they're never going to act right because they don't even act right at home. They don't act right at home at all. You know? But this is what they do. Got some mess in my head. What the hell is this? Okay. So, I don't know, man. I think it's just bad home training. You know? We got one person that agrees that they should just let her go. Why they should let her go? At the person who agreed that they should let her go, why should they do that? Why should they let her go? Why should they let her go? She committed a crime. You wrote to twice. Why should they let her go? Right? Do you understand English? Again, no accountability for women, guys. They can't explain why they should let her go. This is what I mean. This is why you can't take them serious, fam. I'm asking a simple question. Why should they let her go? Why? Did you not just hear the charges? She disrespected and violated a female officer. How do you know they're scamming? How do you know that? Guys, do you see this? The person says because they scamming her. So why she's in Dubai? If Dubai is known for scamming people, why is she in Dubai? Because last time I checked, a lot of you women love to go to Dubai so that these Arab guys can poop on you for $20,000. This is what I've been reading up on and hearing, that a lot of these IG models are always going to Dubai to be used as a toilet. So if you ladies know that in Dubai they're scamming everyone, how is it possible that you would go there only to get scammed? How is that possible? And this is the problem that we have in this culture. Women don't want to hold women accountable for anything. Women will just cheer other women on, don't even know the circumstances. they're scamming her. That's the report you read, sir. So you know her personally then. You know the story. So you're telling me that the news is lying. You're telling me that the article is lying. Guys, do you see how delusional these women are? This is why I'm telling you, you can't take none of these women serious, bro. You can't take them serious. They're crazy, man. They really are crazy. So we're not supposed to believe that she violated laws in Dubai. You're in a whole nother country. You're not in the United States. You can't do that. You can't go outside the United States and act crazy and expect that you're not going to get in trouble. You're literally defending a woman you don't even know and assuming that she's being scammed. This is a 21-year-old. 21 years old. What's she doing out there? This is crazy, man. But this is the world we live in, where women are never held accountable. Women have some sort of woman code that they follow, that they just, it's really crazy out here, fam. Yeah, they need to punish her, fam. I think they need to put her behind bars for about 5 years. I think they need to give her about 5 years and do what they need to do. Hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on a second. They need to give her about 5 years, fam. And these women, they're going to be mad at me. They're going to be like, 5 years? Yeah, 5 years, man. If it was up to me, she'll get 10 years. I don't care. Give her 10. Could these women out here be too disrespectful, fam? Too disrespectful, man. They be out of pocket. They be wilding. And then when somebody called them out on their BS, they want to act like people doing them dirty. Like nobody doing you dirty. You out here acting a fool. This woman knew good and well. I mean, just look at her. She got a hot mouth. She got a hot mouth, fam. So I don't understand why everybody taking up for her. Where's her daddy at? Think about that. Where her daddy? Where her daddy at? And why is it that she's out there living her best life? Why is that? Why is she out there living her best life and nobody seems to care where she's at? Because her mommy encouraged her to do that. Her mommy encourages her to go out there to live her best life and do what she got to do. And now look at her in trouble with the law. So to all the women that want to defend her, we're not going to sit there and tolerate that. You go out there to Dubai, you need to know the laws. You need to know the laws so that you don't get in trouble. It's just like last night when I was talking about I'm going to buy me a drone to do content. I just can't buy the drone and then go outside and start shooting video. I got to make sure that I am not violating any codes, because a drone is no different than an aircraft. So you're going to have to get proper permits. You're going to have to go to the New York City Police Department website. You're going to have to fill out a lot of things. You got to make sure that you're covered so that when I go out with that drone, I know where I can fly it. And if I'm flying it in an area that is not legal, I got to make sure I have the proper permits so that if I'm flying it and the police pull up on me, right? And they're like, hey, you got that drone, I can bring it back, and then I can, look, I got my permit, paperwork, everything seems to be cleared. Everybody knows what I'm doing, and they're aware of the kind of content I do as a YouTuber. That way, I'm in a safe zone. Cops will just say, okay, carry on, have fun, and I'm doing what I got to do. Yeah, rules and regulations are everywhere you go. So you have to adhere to those rules so that you don't get in trouble. She didn't follow the rules. She want to live her best life. You know? She want to wear lashes. She want to go out there and party. And I'm going to find her social medias, man. I'm going to find her social medias and see what's going on. Because I'm trying to figure out why a 21-year-old has on a waist trainer that is a doctor-mandated waist trainer. That sounds like she had a tummy tuck, fam, to try to make her stomach look flat. And this is what these women be doing, fam. These women be out here getting all these surgeries at 20 years old. That's crazy. That's crazy, fam. You know? This is some wild stuff. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. Right now in New York, it is a beautiful day, believe it or not. It's like literally a summer day in New York right now. It's crazy. Literally, everybody's outside. I'm going outside. I'm going outside. You know? It is literally a summer day outside right now. So I'm going outside. These women don't want to exercise, fam. These women today don't work out. All those women that you see on Instagram working out, they're not really working out. That's to get the guys and the women to click and follow and DM them. It's like eye candy. They're not really working out. You know? It is what it is, man. So, I'm going to get out of here, man. Do what I got to do. So y'all take care. We'll be back later with more content, doing what we got to do. I am going outside, man. I am going outside because tomorrow it may have another rainstorm. So I guess I would have to go outside now and enjoy the day, you know, before it, you know, turn into a mess. So let me see what we got here. Shout out to Randy for the $5 support. And Denise for the $5 support. Shout out to Denise. Randy and Denise for the $5 support. Right? So, yeah, man. Yeah, they need to give her about 5 years. Just to kind of get her to think about it, you know? 5 years is not bad. You know? It's not bad. Give her 5 years. Let her sit in that cell rotten. She can't put on no weave, no makeup. She'll learn. You know, she might end up becoming a wife one day. You know? It is what it is. But we can't keep defending this type of stuff. You know? Dubai. So the same person that defended the woman is now projecting, right? Now check it out. Dubai held an American man. I don't care if he's American. None of that stuff mean nothing to me. Why y'all in Dubai? I always ask me, like, why y'all over there? Dubai held an American man because he couldn't pay his hospital bill after having a stroke on vacation. Well, that's his fault. You went to Dubai, you had a stroke, you have a bill to pay. Pay your bill. Pay your bill. What do you expect to do? Get billed and go home? No, you can't leave till you pay that bill. We took care of you. You had your stroke. We kept you alive. Pay your bill. They got to eat too. You know? Should they have let him go? Was it his fault? He didn't know the law on paying debts. Again, that's called projecting. You're not making any sense. If he had a stroke in Dubai, he have to pay the bill just like everywhere else that you go, you got to pay the bill. If you're in New York and you have some sort of medical emergency, because that's what they're calling it now, and the ambulance come to pick you up from your house, you're going to pay that ambulance charge, no matter how you feel. This is why a lot of times in New York, when people have an issue, they be like, you want us to call the ambulance? They be like, no. Don't call no ambulance. You sure? You don't got no legs, bro. Your legs are gone. No, I'll walk. I don't know how he gonna walk with no legs, but that's how bad it be, because when you call the ambulance, you gotta pay that bill. And I think that's about $800 or $900, if I'm correct. I think that's about $800 or $900. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in New York, you paying for that bill, bro. It's a couple of $100, man. Just for the ambulance to drop you to the hospital, man. That's crazy. Yeah, some people will catch an Uber, fam. They'll be like, nah, forget the ambulance. Call the Uber, man. But the Uber can't run red lights. So if you have an emergency, they're not going to be able to help you. Yeah, it's under 1,000. Yeah, that's crazy. I seen a guy, he got injured, and they were like, you want us to call the ambulance? He was like, no. They were like, but you need an ambulance. He's like, yo, I can't afford it. Straight up. He said, I can't afford it. You can't blame him. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here. We'll be back later on with more content. I got to get out of here, do what I got to do. So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share the videos. Let other people know about Ringo TV Reactions and what we're doing over here. And it is what it is, man. So, hey, ladies, stop going to Dubai. Stop living your best life, because you're just going to give me more content to make. This young lady, 21 years old, out there in Dubai, living her best life, tummy tucks and all, allegedly, because I'm still trying to figure out why a 21-year-old have a so-called doctor-mandated waist trainer brace on. That sounds like a tummy tuck, some sort of surgery she got, and she thought she was hot and living her best life, and tried to flex on the female officers. And now she's been detained for months. When are y'all gonna learn? Anyway, y'all take care, man. I got things I gotta do. I'll be back later on with more content. Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody. Y'all have a blessed day. If you're in New York, make sure you get on outside. It's a nice day. Beautiful day. Beautiful day, fam. I'm out, y'all. Peace and blessings. We out of here.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw.